What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it today. So go ahead and grab you a snack, get you a beverage, prop your feet up, and hey, how's it going? My name's Ratboy. Let's do it.
So I've noticed lately that broke men are trying to convince single mothers that rich men don't want them. And the funniest thing about that to me is the reasons are usually like, oh, it's so much harder.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Well, okay, let me just start. This clip is getting off to a bad start because she's saying broke men are trying to convince rich men that single mom. There's no convincing. No convincing has to be done. And these women, look, I saw a video that women really don't think men are rich unless they make over 500K. Anything less than that, there's nothing. Just think about the percentage of men that make 500K just in the US. It's very small, very, very small. The likelihood of these men going out of their way to go try to find a single mom the percentage is so small. It can't be calculated. It's like the smallest of the percentage. These guys are not looking to date single moms. Okay. And in a lot of cases, I can almost guarantee you that these men are actively avoiding anywhere where they could run into a single mom. So you won't even see them.
It's going to be more expensive. They're looking at the children as obstacles. They're looking at these women as used goods. And here's the thing. Successful men don't base what they want off of how easy it is to get it.
What? Stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some help.
I honestly don't even know what to say about this type of delusion because, you know, we have a single mom here. She's doing her makeup. She's coping with certain things. This isn't working for these women. Okay. A lot of times these women have to hide that they're moms to begin with just to get dates. They don't even put it on the dating apps, which, look, if you're a woman on a dating app, newsflash, this is like going to be some secret information I'm about to tell you, but if you're a woman and you're on a dating app, guess what? You're getting tens, if not hundreds of matches. If you're this woman right here, you're getting plenty of matches. Okay. Guess how many matches you get if you're a woman on a dating app and you put in that little box, you put kids and you put yes. Guess how many matches you get? None. You get very little matches. And the matches you do get, these women think these men are broke. Are they broke? Maybe they have average salaries. Who knows? But any man that makes less than like 500K to these women are broke. Any man that is shorter than 6'4", he's short. It just adds to the delusion. You know, she dated a guy that was 6'5" and you're 6'4.5", so you're just like this short dude that she doesn't really care about. That's the mentality we're dealing with here.
Don't base what they want off of how easy it is to get it. In fact, in my experience, when there's a bit of a challenge, it's more exciting for them. They're not going to go with the easiest lay, right? They're going to go with someone that's interesting to them.
Gotcha, bitch!
So we're going to, so there it is. There it is, fellas. We've cracked the code. Mission accomplished. Mission successful. There you go. They are just looking to lay with these men. She said it right here. She said it in the video. Sometimes there is a, you know, kind of a layer of questioning when these women do where they don't really say it out loud like this. She just said it. We need to hear this again. Let's run it back for a second.
It's more exciting for them. They're not going to go with the easiest lay, right? They're going to go with someone that's interesting to them.
And there you have it. The easiest lay. So I really don't have to say this, and it's been said before, but these men are not dating these single moms to start a family, to have a relationship with them. She just said it. They are dating them to lay them. And in a lot of cases, these women don't even tell these men about the kids until later on, like on my previous video. They don't even put it on the little check mark. They don't put it on the box. They leave that completely blank. And these men date these women. These men lay with these women. And then a few months later, oh, hey, guess what? Granny's had the kid. I have a few kids. I have 8 kids and it's 10 different dads. And you want to get married soon? No, absolutely not. These guys, no, they already know what needs to happen. And, you know, I'm not denying the fact that some of these guys don't date single moms. Sure, absolutely. I've seen it. I've seen it in real life. I've seen it on the internet. These men will date single moms. You'll get dates. But then again, you've also seen these single moms where their standards are through the roof. They have so many expectations, and if you're not making at least 500K and 6'5", then need not apply.
And the qualities that make someone a good mother really makes them an interesting person and a really good partner too. So, food for
Lies.
thought. These broke guys, dusty guys, really shitty guys are gonna try to convince you that you're not worth as much because they're trying to get a baddie for a discount.
No.
No. See, this is just misinformation. These are lies. These men are not trying to get a baddie for a discount. These men are probably just bored. And I say, men, don't do this. Don't give any attention to these single moms, because then they make videos like that. They make videos like this, putting on the makeup, doing all the whatever she's doing. You know, she's talking about how to land these rich men and in her own experience, but she's single. Like, well, what are you doing? Where are these rich men? Oh, they just smashed and left. Gotcha. And that is what they will continue to do. The mind shift hasn't happened yet. Okay. She's still getting the compliments online. She's still getting the attention from men wherever she goes. And she will get knocked back into reality, into the reality we live in, where you're not going to get what you want. It's just not going to happen. Those lessons are learned either sooner or later, but eventually they are learned. Let's go ahead and let's check out this next one.
And girl, date them all. Don't let nobody shame you into thinking that it is wrong for you to date them all. Consider all of your options. Don't make a selection until you know for sure that this is the perfect fit for you. The narrative of women dating one man at a time, baby, kiss it goodbye. Kiss it goodbye. I don't care what your grandmother did. I for damn sure don't care what your mama did. This is what we're doing. We're going to date them all until I meet a suitor that fits all of my needs.
You're in my house, Fatso, and you didn't ask permission. So you and your friends can leave now, or they can carry your fat ass out in a bucket.
So basically, they're going to be alone forever is what's going to happen. And we've seen this time and time again. These women, they will date 10, 20 men at the same time, whatever. You know, these men, they're just in rotation. They're smashing their nighttime visits, their afternoon hangouts. They're going to be doing this and doing that. And look, have fun, you know, do whatever you want to do. You know, just be safe is what I'm saying. However, these women are in for a rude awakening. Eventually, you know, it either gets now or later, but eventually you'll see this. And this particular video is in response to a woman kind of complaining about being a single mom. So she got on camera and said that if you're a woman without kids, then you are the prize. However, what she failed to realize is that that's only if you're in your early 20s. I mean, let's be real. If you're in your 30s and you don't have a kid, yeah, that's fine. But you know, you hit the wall. So there's a lot of other trauma that you're going to have to deal with at that point that is apart from having kids. You know, this has nothing to do with kids. There's still trauma because guess what? They decided to date them all, or let me translate that for you. F them all is what they're doing. Okay. They're lining up, spreading, raw dogging, nightly visits, afternoon delights, nonstop. Let's continue.
That checks all of my boxes. I don't care what a man defines as being a because why would I take advice from an actual like, date them all? And that's one of my regrets when I was younger, is that I didn't date them all. I was always like one woman type of girl when I wasn't in an exclusive relationship. Baby, how you gonna know what's good for you or what's best for you if you don't try them all on? And I'm not necessarily saying, oh, sleep with all of them. But listen, figure out what works for you.
Figure out what works for you. Well, what does that mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, what does that actually mean? Figure out what works for you. This is delusional. This is completely delusional. This type of content is rampant on TikTok. And obviously she's you know, she's hit the wall. Yeah, she's coping. Sure, she's looking back in her younger years and realizing all the hot dogs that didn't get ate, and she's hungry again. However, she's not getting attention from men, so she's going online to get it. This is the grift, the online attention grift. The comment section will be flooded after this with validation from the women and possibly compliments from men. I don't know. I don't know what type of men would compliment her. Actually, this video was posted just 3 hours ago, so there's only like 5 comments, and my comment that said she hit the wall. But that's neither here nor there. This is indeed the type of a lot of the type of content that women see on TikTok at this point is for them to date them all. And we know that I mean, we already know what that means. Let's continue.
Because as we all know, a man ain't gonna settle. If he don't think you good enough, he not settling down with you.
Men
if
totally
he don't
do
think
settle
that you're
all
the
the time.
perfect fit for him, he not choosing you. He gonna still try to access you, but he ain't choosing you. So date them all. And when you're in college, let me tell you something. If I have any young ladies who come across this video who are in college, baby, have yourself a time. Experience life. Have yourself a good time. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, let them run a train and stuff like that, but have yourself a good time. You are a single woman finding yourself. Don't settle, and don't let none of these knock-kneed ass, bow-legged ass N-words try to get you to settle down for something that you're not ready for. Don't let your grandmother tell you, you know what, that's not what a young lady's supposed to do. Granny, you should have left Pop 16 years ago. Don't talk to me about what it is that I have going on in my life.
You should listen to Granny.
And Daddy, shut up, because you got families all over creation. I don't want to hear it. If you'd have showed up in my life and been consistent, I'd have had a good example of what a man is supposed to be. Supposed to be.
And this is it. That was some amazing advice, let me tell you. I learned a lot from that clip. But one thing, if I could do a critique, just a very small critique with this woman and with any woman listening, if there's a woman out there, like 0.001% of you are female, so if you're listening to this, please listen closely. Your granny was right. Listen to your granny. Okay, she knows what she's talking about. Do you know how she knows? She's seeing what's happening. She's thinking about it, and it's kind of reminding her of what she did when she was younger, and then she's looking at now and like, you know what? It's not worth it. Listen to your granny. Okay, she is wise among her years. But let's go ahead and let's get into a little bit of dating advice. Some of my award-winning dating advice, and this comes from r/dating. I said the worst thing at the end of a first date that was going really well, and I guess I ruined it. Hi, 30 female was on a first date with a guy, 37 male, I met on a dating app, and we've only been texting for a week. We had a lot of chemistry through text. We set up the date, and I chose to go to this touristy area that's populated with people. When we met in person, it was an instant connection. We were having a great time. Then we decided to get food nearby at a restaurant. Our conversations flowed easily, and we were laughing and having a great time. Towards the end of our lunch, he said that he brought something for me. It's in his car, and he asked if I'd walk with him to his car to get it, and then I'd walk all the way back to my car. He said he parked 5 minutes away, which would have been out of the way for me since I found parking in front of the touristy place we were at. I was instantly weirded out by him wanting me to walk to his car so that he could give me something because he's still a stranger and it's my first time meeting him. Also, I'm very small and not that strong as a woman. I just feel like I'm an easy target. I brought protection with me though. I didn't want to. I was uncomfortable, but I kind of agreed to it. I said to him without even holding back, "Are you going to kidnap me?" I said it half laughing and half serious. He made a shocked face and he said no. I told him that's just a thing that women worry about. He said he understood. He said he parked in a space that is open. I could tell that because I said that, it instantly threw cold water on our fun date. I could tell I insulted him a lot. I think he barely wanted to even pay for lunch. He talked in this angry tone a little. I offered to pay for the tip and he took me up on it. I could tell he was just done. He was simmering with pissed off feelings. Then I apologized to him after we left the restaurant. I said, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. That's just a fear a lot of women have to worry about." And he said, "It's cool and everything." He gave me a side hug and was like, "I'll text you for a second date some other time." Basically, I know I'm never going to hear from him again. I'm cringing at myself for what I said. I could have said other things. I could have just declined, but I'm also like surprised that he wouldn't find that setup really freaking creepy, like having me come to his car so he can give me something and then on top of it make me walk back to my car by myself to ensure my safety. I don't know. Anyways, what are you guys' thoughts? Well, it's a very interesting date. I don't know why you would accuse him of doing that though. That's a very serious accusation to throw at somebody that you just met, especially a man. I would 100% advise any woman not to accuse somebody that you're meeting for a date of doing that. The same reason you don't accuse a man of doing anything they didn't do. That would be completely just horrible for anyone to do that. And yes, he was offended, and he probably wanted to get away from you so that you wouldn't accuse him of something else. I have absolutely no idea why she said what she said. However, it's a red flag. It's definitely a red flag. Stay away from women like this. If they're going to be so easily to make a joke about something like that, just imagine how it's going to be later on. This is one of those instances where it could have been a good time to tell a joke, but then again, you just met the guy. You met him on a dating app, and if you didn't trust him at least a little bit, why would you agree to meet him, even if it was in a populated area? I mean, I really do not understand the thought process behind a lot of this, because women are so scared of meeting strange men that they don't know and interacting with strange men in public by, alone. Why would they choose to date men? And why would they choose to meet men online? It's like the worst place to meet men. It's like the most dangerous place to meet men is online. I just do not understand it. And on top of that, if you are a single mom and you're meeting men online, that's just a double whammy. That's you're not only putting yourself at risk, but you're putting your family at risk as well. I would advise any single mom not to date at all. Take care of your kids, take care of your family, make sure they are protected and they are, provided for. Unfortunately, for dating apps, there are men on there that get on there to do malicious things, and there's really nothing anybody can do about it. And things have happened to people on these apps. Okay. It's just the way it is. And that's going to be with any dating app. So my official advice to women that want to date, that want to interact with men and form a romantic relationship, do not do it on a dating app. The dating apps are not for actually dating. Those dating apps are mainly for hookups. Everybody knows this. Okay, everybody knows this. If you're downloading a dating app and you're putting in your information and you're filling the whole thing out and you're creating a profile and you're matching with random people, you're doing that to fuck them.